Everybody ready?
Good evening, Dragon Nation, and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Fairland Dragons and the visiting Nelsonville Buckeyes. I'm joined with Coach Dave Carroll. We're going to talk a little bit about some pregame stuff. Then I'm going to step off the show, and we're going to let Ricky Schiffko come on and have the call tonight. Coach Harris is in Columbus watching his granddaughters play in the 6th grade state championship.
6th grade state championship, keeping the book.
Yeah, he's very active. You know, he told me Tuesday night, I believe it was, after the game, he's like, Jeff, I really want to be here, but I said, Coach, listen, family's first. You got to go take care of the family and enjoy those grandbabies. You don't have a lot of, maybe you don't know how much time you're ever going to have with them, so you got to enjoy them while you have the chance. So, Coach, last night I had the opportunity to go up to Chillicothe Southeastern, watch the girls play. Started off a little bit slow against Fairfield Union. They were working their big girl pretty good, throwing the ball into her at number 24. I can't remember what her name was, but, man, the girl had an outstanding ball game. But we were able to, the second half, the press really got to them. We were able to push that lead out there at about 20, stayed pretty comfortable. I tell you, Tommy Hinkle, Bailey Russell, Addison Godby, Kylie Bruce, Bree Allen, I think all 5 of them, Kim Barnett's, they all had 8 or more points. So it was balanced scoring. It was a great ball game. We're going to let Jerry throw up the graphic here. We were considered district champions last night. We're going to move on and play Union Odo, who won a very tight game at the buzzer by 2 points. A girl by the name of Miller had 31. She's a freshman. So it's going to be a great matchup Tuesday night up at Zanesville, 6 o'clock tip-off at Zanesville High School. Again, Coach, I know you got these girls in the class, and you've watched them play throughout the season. Big victory last night for them.
Oh, huge. And, I don't know, was Fairfield, what seed were they? They were a 12 seed?
They were a 12 seed.
So for a 12 seed to move up through there to make it and to get up into that final, that says something for them. Yeah. And I watched it on SOSA last night, so I got to see some of it. And second half was really a different game.
Oh, yeah.
It really was.
It was. And for them to be a 12 seed, so they beat the 5 seed, Warren, the first time at Warren. So they went to Warren for the very first game, got an upset there, then beat the 4 seed Marietta up at Logan after they played us the other night. So, again, a great run for them. They'd won 10 straight ball games. I had the opportunity to talk to Chad Belville before the game. He said, we were just trying to find ourselves. He said, we're a young team, not a lot of experience early in the year. He said, at one point in time, we're 5-9. Then last night they come in there, they'd won 10 straight. They were 15-9. So, outstanding job by their staff. Kelsey Warnock, who's a Fairland grad, it was a great seeing her last night. She was sitting on the bench for Fairfield Union. She was able to, I heard her a couple times, Coach Buchanan would call out a sideline play or an offensive play, and she's hollering, hey, jump this pass,
right,
whatever. So it was a great night for all of us to be able to sit down and talk with Coach Belville a little bit before the game, Ms. Leap and myself. We sat down for about a 15-minute conversation, then we were able to talk to Kelsey after the game. So, again, Fairfield Union, great job. You had nothing to be disappointed in. It was a great ball game.
I wanted to tell you, I just wanted to bring what you just said. I wanted to say I watched them watch us run our chin offense, and I watched how they switched off, and they had the first cutter covered, how they had the skip pass covered. They were very well coached and prepared. They really were. That's the thing that I noticed watching.
And I didn't get to stick around and watch any of the Sheridan Union Odo game. I had my family with me last night, so we were going to get out of there. And when I say my family, I had my actual family, not Killer and just JR with me. I had Megan and the girls with me last night, so we went to get something to eat. But we watched the game coming back down the road last night. It's going to be a tough task. We're going to have Ricky on here in a little bit. He's going to be the enemy on Tuesday. He's a Union Odo grad, so we're going to kind of pick on him Tuesday a little bit. But Union Odo's girls, Coach Miller has done an outstanding job up there. getting their girls ready. First time they're back in the district or in the regional, I think, since 2015, 2014 season. So we're just excited about a great matchup with them on Tuesday night up at Zanesville. Again, that's a 6 p.m. start. Coach, we're going to kind of shift gears a little bit. I'm going to let you throw out some congratulations. I know some big things that happened this week in Dragon Sports.
Well,
I'm going to let you talk about them.
I've got a bunch. So everybody home, bear with me. We'll go through this. Of course, our girls last night were the 2023 Ohio High School Athletic Association District.
No, they were the Southeast District champion of Region 7.
Okay, so let's get that right. And we got some honors this week. Tommy Hinkle was Player of the Year, Coach.
Oh, yeah. Huge honor for her.
Coach of the Year is Coach Buchanan. All district first team was Tommy Hinkle, Bree Allen. Second team, Madison Godby and Bailey Russell. Both of those girls are freshmen, Coach.
Freshmen.
You know, and then honorable mention was Cam Barnett and Kylie Bruce. And that's, you know, for the girls, and Coach Buchanan, that's great accolades.
You know, and you mentioned that. There's 5 starters on the basketball floor. He gets 6 girls on the all-district team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so for them to be able to have that honor to get 6 girls and you only got 5 starters, you know, that's huge. Coach Buchanan, I know it's not his first Coach of the Year award, second or third one. Again, huge accolades to what he does. That's only a small pat on the back to what he really deserves as far as coaching honors. You know, I know that he'll be in the running for State Coach of the Year, an honor that he definitely wins. I think us and Union are the only 2 undefeated teams left in Division II, and we're going to match up in the regional semifinals.
I want to tell you this. I watched a little bit of that Uniota game last night. They look like us in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Oh, they do.
They really do.
They do.
I mean, the way they match. Let's talk about boys for a second because we got boys, all district. I guess that's how we're going to say that.
Yeah, the coach is all district.
Okay. J.D. Thacker, first team. Chase Allen, second team. Brody Buchanan was honorable mention. And Will Davis, Coach Harris, not Will Smith. Will Davis was also honorable mention. So we got that. Then we had some.
So before you go on, let's kind of talk about how that all-district voting. That's the coaches all-district, not the AP. It's a little bit different. Basically, what they do is all coaches from District 13 get together. You nominate your kids. You got to put stats up, and all those coaches vote on that performance. So you have all the coaches from District 13 think that J.D. Thacker should be first team.
Right.
Think that Chase Allen should be second team. Think that Brody and Will should be honorable mention. So that's kind of how that goes. So that's their peers, the coaches' peers. You know, they're the ones that vote Coach of the Year and everything. So that's kind of how that goes. The AP voting was the other day. I know they're still working out some numbers and stuff that should be released maybe sometime this week for the girls, since we're in the regional tournament, and the boys will be released in 2 weeks during the regional.
The thing I like about that is that's the coaches that have actually seen these players play.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm nothing against the AP. You understand that.
Yeah.
But these are coaches that have watched those kids play and said, hey, this is a deserving kid.
Right.
And I think that's more impressive.
And like you said, you know, that's District 13. When we go to the AP All-District, now that includes everybody in the Southeast District. So, you know, Jimmy Walker's the only guy that's had the opportunity maybe to watch a lot of these girls play. So now you got people from Chillicothe, you got the Athens paper, you got the People's Defender, you got those guys who've never seen any of these girls play. Now you got to go vote. Yep. So that district is very prestigious. The AP is just a little bit more prestigious. You know, and again, those will be released here in the next week or so.
Well, and folks at home, we're in Southern Ohio, and like you said, we just don't get that exposure some of these other kids do. And
it really hurts us because the Herald Dispatch doesn't get to vote in. They're a West Virginia-based paper. So, you know, Tim Stevens and those guys over there, they don't get to vote on us. Now, they vote on West Virginia schools, you know, for their AP or for their all-district and all-state awards, but the Herald Dispatch does not get a vote in Ohio because they're based in West Virginia.
Right.
So, a couple others. We had some signings this week, I know, 2, and then we got one next week.
We got Stephen Rhodes. It was Thursday. He signed with Marietta to play football.
Right.
And I believe he was second-team All-State. Is that correct?
That is correct. As an offensive lineman.
Kaylee, and I can never say her because I never call her that.
Inga Mary.
I love her. Sorry, Kaylee. You know I butcher your name, and I don't even, I have her in class. I don't even, Anyway, she signed with Tiffin to play volleyball.
That's the first. I've been here 9 years. She's the first volleyball player we've had signed to go to play college at volleyball. You know, we've had them all. We've had football, basketball, baseball, softball. I've had a bowling. I've had a tennis. I've had a swimming. That is my very first volleyball player. You know, Kaylee finished up her career over 1,500 assists. She's an outstanding setter. She played in the All-Ohio volleyball game. I don't remember. It's been early 2000s. since that happened?
I don't even remember anybody from volleyball playing in that game.
Right. I mean, yeah. So, huge accolades to her and to Mary Haynes, what she's doing with that program.
But she's played a lot in the offseason
right.
to make herself better. So she's earned it and deserved it, folks.
Oh,
I mean, really.
Yeah.
So, Kaylee, congratulations. Who knows? Maybe she'll be here tonight, and we'll catch her tonight. You never know. I mean, Stephen may be here. We can catch him.
I'll send him up here if I see him.
All right. We have one more, and that's Steeler Leap.
Right.
And he signed with Northmore University out of Michigan. Well, out of the team up north,
right?
Or state up
north. It's right in the Michigan kind of forms that little. He's right in the, I guess, the thumb area there of the main area.
And he signed up there to play football, and he talked about it with me and told me, it was the right fit for him. And I said, well, buddy, you better pack you some Carhartts and some thermal underwear because it's going to be cold up there.
Now, they do have an indoor practice facility. He did tell me that, and I talked to a guy who coaches in that league, and he said, yes, Northmore does have an indoor facility. So that will help, but you're still going to have to play outside, Coach, on Saturdays. It's still going to be cold.
Coach, I tried to find out about our wrestlers today, but I haven't heard back from Coach Wentz, so I don't know how we placed. I haven't seen anything yet. Hopefully.
I know that I did see a post there from CJ's mom that he was in the finals. No, I'm not 100% sure whether that was first or second, third or fourth, but I know it was a post that he was in the finals. I know that Will Collicoat had a great chance to make it to the finals and get out. Quentin Kermeans was another one. Had a great opportunity to make it to the finals and get out. The Southeast District did away with their sectional in wrestling this year, so we were sent to the Southwest. So it's a completely different road than we've had to hoe to get there before, because always before we've had a Southeast sectional, and then we go somewhere else. So this year they kind of dissolved the Southeast sectional. So if you were kind of in the northeast part of the state, you went to the East District. If you were down here where we're at, we went to the Southwest. So that's why we're down in Blanchester. So it's a little bit different road. They haven't seen a lot of these wrestlers ever. CJ had the opportunity to see a couple of these guys last year at the state meet, but we haven't seen those kids. So it's a little bit different competition being down at Blanchester this year.
Well, hopefully we'll find out something on the broadcast. We find out, we'll let you all know, because I think it's important we talk about all of them. Those guys, the wrestlers put in a lot of time. I know Coach Wentz puts in a lot of time with those guys, and we want to see them do well.
Right. I agree. Coach has done an amazing job with them. He's my only coach that we've had in this high school. And since we brought wrestling back in 2000, 2002, whenever it was it came back, Coach has been, I think he told me 20 years he's been the wrestling coach here. So he started this from the ground up. We had wrestling early in Fairland in the 70s and 80s. We had some great wrestlers, including Chuck Wentz himself. And, there was a Galloway guy. There were some other guys who were great wrestlers. The program kind of went away, and then we were able to bring it back. I know Coach Mayo, I believe, is the one that started it here back in the late 70s, along with a couple other clubs and teams that he starts.
He's put the time in. That's for daggone.
I agree. We'll kind of shift gears a little bit. Let's talk boys basketball. That's what we're here for tonight.
That's right.
Let's talk a little bit of boys basketball. We got the boys bracket here. Jerry's going to put it up for us. As we look at this, Portsmouth, South Point going to match up tonight. That's who we're going to play. If we win, that's who we'll play the winner of. We still got to get by Nelsonville, but we're going to go back. We're going to play one of those teams. If we win, we're going to play one of those teams for the third time.
Do you know who I think the sleeper is?
Who's that?
That's Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. I agree. Portsmouth in January, mid-January, had South Point down by, I think, 10.
Yep.
South Point ended up coming back and hitting a 3 at the buzzer to win that ball game. So, again, that could be the sleeper tonight. Then we got Fairland, Nelsonville. Of course, that game here. We're going to talk a little bit about that matchup. Rock Hill, Zanesville. I think I've seen it was Rock Hill's first sectional finals in like 12 years. Something crazy like that?
It's been a while since they've had a really, really competitive team.
And then the big matchup was the battle of Coach Ader here with Wheelersburg and Chesapeake down here. Coach Ader was at Wheelersburg for the last several years and had built a very successful program down there. He come up to Chesapeake, come back home, I guess I should say, to Chesapeake, and he's getting that program turned around. So that one's at Wheelersburg tonight. Again, we're concentrating on the top part of that bracket with South Point, Portsmouth, Fairland, Nelsonville. South Point wins, or it will, depending on who wins that South Point Portsmouth game, and if we would win here, when that next game is going to be.
Right. Coach, I got a question because I don't know. Where is that South Point Portsmouth game? Is it South Point?
It's at South Point tonight. And then the winners go to Jackson on Tuesday. Now, if we win, Fairland wins, and South Point wins, that game could possibly be moved to Wednesday because the girls are already playing at Zanesville. Right. So they don't like to play at the same time because they like to give fans and administrators. We have to be at all tournament games. That's one of the things that myself and Miss Leap have to be at those tournament games. It's going to be hard for us to be in Zanesville at 6 o'clock and Jackson at 6 o'clock. So, again, if South Point wins and we win, they're probably going to bump that, according on the availability of Jackson, but they'll probably bump that to Jackson on Wednesday. Again, but we got to win this game, Coach. It's not a walk in the park. It's a pretty tall order. Nelsonville comes in here at 15-9. As Jerry kind of puts this graphic up here, they've beat some good teams. They're out of TVC. We talked about the TVC the other night. Who was in that? Now they're in a little bit different division. They're over on the other side of it. They're not with Alexander and those, but they're over with Belpre and Fed Hawk and some of those schools. Belpre, who's got some state tournament appearances. Fed Hawk's got some state tournament appearances. So they play in a very good league. You saw they're 8-4 in their league, 15-8 overall. We coming in at 15-8. As you look at the Martin RPI, this is this Martin RPI is kind of new on the block. They're the new kid on the block. They have started a process where they rank every team based on strength of schedule. This is the same group, if I'm not mistaken, who developed the high school football playoff system. Okay. So they're taking it up on themselves based on who you played, the division they're in, and who you won and who they beat. Right. And so it goes through this whole computer module and algorithm,
yep.
And they come up with these things. So you look at the Martin State ranking there. Fairland's 38th. Nelsonville's 105. You look at the strength of schedule. Again, this is who's on your schedule, how many victories they have, and who they beat. You see our strength of schedule at 10. There's at 195. Again, points per game there. We're right. We're both scoring 55 points a game. It's kind of crazy. And points allowed, we're right, pretty close to the same there. The margin of victory is what, when we're looking at that thing, the margin of victory. Fairland's winning games by a margin of about 4.7. And again, Nelsonville with 8-point victory margin there.
But Coach, when you look at that's one basket.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's one basket. If you look, honestly, if you look at those stats and that comparison that Jerry's got on the screen for us, this is pretty two daggone evenly matched teams.
It is.
It really is.
It is. And I was trying to think. I don't think we had any common opponents, but we had some opponents who had played each other somewhere else out there. So, again, pretty common. You had the opportunity to call the game here on Tuesday night with Huntington. That 98-62. That was a track meet, Coach. That wasn't a typical basketball game here.
You know what? I know it wasn't, but the thing also, and we talked about this during the week. They're a young team.
Yes.
And he played 10 or 11 kids.
Mm-hmm.
He really did. He shuffled them in and out, and I don't know if we discussed it, but I felt like with Coach Harris up there, I felt like they wanted to get a shot off every 8 to 10 seconds.
Right.
That's how I felt.
Yep.
It's kind of like old Rick Pitino or Billy Donovan. They wanted to push the ball, get the ball up, shoot within 10 seconds and whatever. Now, I don't know if that's what he was trying to do.
Right.
But he definitely kept that pressure on. I talked to Coach Harris. We talked about it up here, and I said, if I'm playing Fairland, I'm slowing the ball down.
Yes.
I'm slowing the game down. I don't care. Mm-hmm. I'm going to slow that thing down and try to make them make it a half-court game.
Yeah. And I think you're right there. Fairland has some stallions, I guess you should say, in the stables. Brody Buchanan can get up and down the floor. He's not going to wear out, Coach. He's a top-tier cross-country kid, so he's not going to wear out. Chase can get up and down the floor. Will Davis is a soccer kid, so he's not going to wear out. So those three kids right there are getting up and down the floor.
Well, this is what I took from the other night. Coach Speed played what? Really about 8 kids, maybe?
8 kids.
About 8 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Huntington put in 5 at a time and came in. I felt like our conditioning the other night with those 8 kids was better than his 10 or 11. Now, I couldn't, that was my personal view on that.
I agree.
But our kids, I didn't feel like were winded. Mm-hmm. I saw, but they played hard. And I'm going to give them credit. Honestly, Huntington, I thought Chesapeake probably was the hardest team I thought that played against us, just played hard. But I feel like Huntington, took that kind of away. And I think that's the hardest game I've seen somebody play against us.
I agree. I agree.
Really
And it was
did.
a great game to sit and watch. As a fan, it was a great game to sit and watch. Coach, we got about 4 minutes here. I'm going to turn it over to Ricky here in just a second. We're going to put that bracket back up here so you guys can see that. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Ricky. He's going to have the call. He's filling in for Coach Harris tonight. Again, I know you guys are going to have an outstanding game, so I'm going to turn over to you, and I appreciate you coming up here tonight. Dragon Nation, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to hand the microphones over to Ricky Schiffko. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Carl York Center on the campus of Fairland High School. I'm Dave Carroll, along with Ricky, the quarterback Schiffko, filling in for Coach Jack Harris. Coach Harris is up in Columbus with his granddaughters. They're playing in the 6th grade state tournament. So we are happy for him. Coach, we miss you. Also, with us tonight, we got our crackpot team of Doug Morris, he's on the camera, and Jerry Bell's over here on the graphic. And tonight you're going to be watching the Ohio High School Athletic Association Sectional Finals, Boys Southeast Sectional Finals, Division III, Region 11. We got a great game here, Ricky. Great game here tonight. I know you were here for watching some of the pregame. And, Jerry, do you have that little comparison we can put up? I know you heard us talking about it, Ricky. I don't know if you got to see it or not. But I want you to look at that comparison. I mean, if you go down and look at that, we just went over it, folks, a little bit ago. So it is crazy if you look at all those things. I know we talked about the other day the Martin RPI state rank, and that's something new we got going. But anyway, folks, we are about 30 seconds away from the beginning of the game. I'm going to try to do this play-by-play tonight. Okay. So I hope I don't screw any names up. Probably will, but we'll come back. Ricky will give you the starters for Nelsonville, York, and Miss Emily Riggio will be singing the national anthem for us. So, folks, we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Good evening. Welcome to tonight's sectional championship game. We're visiting Nelsonville, York Buckeyes and home Fairland. This time, if you please stand for singing the national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight, Miss Emily Riggio.
All right, wow. Ricky, we had people in the stands helping us sing here tonight. That was awesome.
Hey, she absolutely killed it. That was amazing to hear. And we'll go ahead and list the starters here for the visiting Nelsonville York. You're looking at guard James Koska, 6-foot senior. Landon Inman, a 5'10" sophomore. Keegan Swoop, a 5'11" junior. Number 22, Trent Morrissey, a 6'3" senior. And 23, Leighton Logie, a 6'4" senior. If you look at their size, I mean, they got some decent-sized guys out here. And, I mean, 3 guys over 6 foot. It's going to be interesting for the Fairland Dragons to see how we match up height-wise.
Ricky, we know, like I said, looking at stuff, we're just a great matchup with them right now. I mean, if you look at it.
We are. And when you look at our starting lineup, you know, you got the 6'1" Will Davis, 5'10", Chase Allen. You got the J.D. Thacker, 6'3" forward. You got Steeler Leap and Brody Buchanan. When you sit here and look at our lineup, I mean, it's going to be interesting. These two teams match up well, and I think a lot of the conversation is, hey, is Nelsonville a football team? And we're going to find out tonight, you know, how they came to play. And I'm sure we all remember the last time these two teams matched up in a tournament or playoff game.
No. Too bad Coach Harris isn't here to call this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of the greatest calls we've ever had, Coach Harris calling that field goal attempt.
Hey, but we'll give them all we have up here tonight. So.
And bear with us on names because we're going to try to keep pace with these guys. There's a tip controlled by the Dragons. Brody Buchanan bringing up the right side. Pass to Chase Allen. Cutter. Chase Allen underneath. Will Davis at the top. Drives. Kick back out to Chase Allen.
Open look for Buchanan.
Rebounded. Number 11, Inman.
Now, I heard Swoop right here with the ball has been known to be their best player this year. So
Yes, he is. Keegan Swoop, he's got it. Brody Buchanan on the floor. Back to Will Davis. Will Davis brings it up. Past the timeline. Chase Allen on the drive down the middle. Floater. Chase Allen for 2. Dragons up 2-0, 7-14. First quarter. Koska with the ball. Back to 22, Trenton Morrissey.
Their bigs, it seems like, come out to the top of the key a good bit, a lot more than you would expect a 6'3" and 6'4" guy to play up top here.
Yep. Loose ball there, number 14. That's Swoop with it. Back on top to Logie. We're going to start the offense again. High ball screen. The drive. That's number 11. Number 2 at the top of the key. That's Koska. Dribbles. We're going to reset again. Swoop's going to set up the offense. Drives to the basket. Kick to number 23, Logie. He's going to shoot 2.
Man, early on, it looks like Nelsonville is content to drain the clock and high pick, low pick, come back door, and really try to keep the ball in their possession here. It's going to be interesting to see how they keep this tempo up.
And that foul was on Will Davis, his first, team first. That's number 23, Logie.
Got a nice stroke on.
Yep. 2-1, Dragons. Second is good. 2-2, Will Davis across the timeline. Drives over to J.D. Thacker. Brody Buchanan. Back to Thacker. It's top of the key. Will Davis top of the key. Steeler Leap now at the top with the ball. Going to drive down the lane. Almost taken away. J.D. Thacker with the drive. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Morrissey. Quick pass down court.
Oh, good inside take.
Ricky, I think they're being very, very, very patient right here. That's what they want to do.
There's a deep
Morrissey.
three.
Morrissey for 3. That's going to go to the Dragons.
Yeah, they are draining the clock every possession. You know, I mean, luckily in high school basketball, there's no shot clock, so it plays into their favor.
All right, Will Davis brings the ball up past the timeline. Pass over to Steeler Leap on the left in the corner to Brody Buchanan. Chase Allen for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Logie. And we've got Swoop bringing it up the floor.
You can tell, it looks like they love to run the offense through Swoop, it seems.
They do. He's going to come and do it. Got the ball again, drive. He's going to put up the floater. No good. Rebound Brody Buchanan up the floor, past the timeline. Going to kick it out. JD looks to take 3, pulls it up. Brody Buchanan on the top. Drives. Nice cut. Chase Allen with 2. Nice.
Great pass, Brody.
Nice backdoor cut. Swoop across the timeline. He's going to pass over there to Logie. Out to 22, Morrissey. Top of the key. He's going to drive on J.D. Thacker. Turnaround jumper. High off the glass. That's going to be a foul. Number 23, Leighton Logie.
Great position there by Steeler Leap to be able to get that over the back call. That was huge. Great
job.
Positioning by Steeler.
And, Ricky, I don't know if you heard us talking, but the last game against Huntington, I would have never gotten a running game with the Dragons, ever. I would slow that ball and use the clock, and I think that's what Nelsonville's trying to do here. Be very deliberate, get a good shot.
Oh.
All right, Steeler Leap at the top. Brody Buchanan, top of the key. Looks inside. Handoff Will Davis, top of the key. Will's going to take a drive. Shot's blocked. They're going to get him for a walk.
The way Will's ankle was there, I was kind of nervous about how he's going to get up, but it seemed like he got up okay. That was a scary positioning there for Will.
Yes, it is. Nelsonville with the ball. Koska bringing up the ball up the floor against Chase Allen. Going to set that high ball screen. There you go again. Nice pick and roll.
Good help side defense there from Buchanan.
And that's by Leighton Logie.
Nice
Brody
take.
Buchanan with 2. Layup. Dragons up 6-2. 3:35 on a running clock. Swoop past the timeline. He's going to drive on Brody Buchanan.
Man,
timeout.
I like the body language from the Dragons right now. They're playing with a lot of confidence, it seems, and it's a good start. To get out the gates here 6-2 early on. That was a huge possession there. Brody Buchanan with a help side D, taking an end-to-end, getting a big 2 there, and Will seems like he's attacking the hoop tonight. Which if we can get Will Davis to play downhill, this is a different Fairland Dragons team with Will playing downhill.
Absolutely, and we've got to hit some 3 balls out here too. We like to shoot the 3, and we need to do well at that.
Now, I've only seen us take the 1, and you think, Chase is getting a set shot. You got to love that attempt, but with the way Nelsonville's playing, you got to wonder if Coach Speed's game plan is going to be to kind of match their slow tempo and get our guys playing inside a little bit and attack them downhill. This could be a type of game that J.D. Thacker has a big night in the post, if we play at the slow tempo.
That's right. Okay, out of bounds. Underneath, we got a 4 low right there.
Weird movement out of Nelsonville there. Wasn't much picks, wasn't much movement.
Koska, it's top of the key. Going to come screen off of Leighton Logie.
Nice shot by Koska.
Koska, 2.
They like that high floater. That's about the 3rd or 4th time I've seen them shoot that.
Now it looks like Nelsonville's looks like they were playing a zone right there. JD's going to be short on the shot. Koska with a rebound.
Oh, good look, Koska. Steeler was setting up hoping to get a charge there. And
Leighton Logie had that. Tipped out of bounds. It'll be Nelsonville ball underneath. Into the Dragon lineup. That's number 3. Zion Martin.
You got to hope Zion gives you a spark here. Man, Coach, I don't know about you, but their inbound plays, it doesn't seem like a lot of movement at all.
Well, it looks like they have maybe one option. If that's not there, they just kick the ball out. Who knows? There's a pass inside. Logie got it. Morrissey out on the top with it. Number 14.
This is their guy, Swoop. They like
right
to run
there.
to him.
He's going to drive the lane with the floater. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up for 2.
Nobody was boxing out there, and Coach Speed's going to call a timeout, and don't blame him there.
Tied to go, 6-6. We got a 30-second timeout by the Dragons. Right there. So Nelsonville's come back and put 4 straight up on the board.
And you got Koska, Swoop, and Logie with 2 apiece. And for the Dragons, you know, they're paced by Chase Allen with 4 and Brody Buchanan with 2 points and an assist. Not a lot of ball movement leading to baskets for either team. You know, I think Brody's the only guy with an assist on both teams tonight. So, but Coach Speed can't be happy with our inability to box out there and give them, 2-3 looks at the basket.
Yeah, you can't do that. You're not going to win games if you can't box out and keep the offensive team off the boards.
Especially when a team's going to come in and try to out-physical you. Like obviously Nelsonville maybe in their scouting reports, they don't think that Fairland can match them physically.
And there's their press. Looks like a diamond 1 press. Dragons break it. Brody Buchanan baseline. Back out to Will Davis on the top. Chase Allen going to shoot a 3.
Good look. Good look.
Swoop with the rebound. Across the timeline.
Nice move by Swoop, and then great help D by Zion.
That's Koska with the drive. Knocked away. Koska.
What a great shot by Koska.
For
Nice
2.
finish.
Nelsonville leads 8-6. 1:37, running clock. Chase Allen in the middle, back to JD. Thacker on top. Chase Allen with the drive down the middle. He's going to take it.
Nice finish.
And the basket's going to count. Chase Allen's going to go to the line for 1 shot.
Into the ball game, we got 24 for them, and that's Andrew Connor coming in.
And Coach, Ricky, who was that last foul on? Is that?
They got it up there as 24, but he just checked in the ball game, so
I didn't see the call. So Chase Allen's good with the free throw. Dragons up 9-8, 1:27.
They're saying Dakota Inman, but he's not in the ball game either.
He wasn't in the ball game. I don't know who that was.
Great job, Zion Martin, taking the charge.
It's going to be a player control foul on number 22, Trent Morrissey. Lowered his shoulder, ran over Zion Martin. Great job. Cedar Leap checks back in for the Dragons. J.D. Thacker will take a quick short break. 9-8 Dragons, 1:19 first quarter to go. Thank you folks at home for being here. Dragons doing a great job breaking that press. Zion Martin on the right, Will Davis at the top. Handoff Chase Allen.
Is that a shot he's going to take?
He's going to float it, come off his hand right there. Rebound, Swope with the ball. Going against Chase Allen. Across the timeline.
You can tell Swope's comfortable with the basketball for Nelsonville.
Yes, you can. Koska down into Swope, inside. Back out to Swope. Oh, nice pass.
Turnover, Buchanan's got it.
He's going to pull it out.
Brody, good take.
He's going to shoot 2. And looks like that's going to be a number 22, Trent Morrissey.
That was a big turnover there for the Dragons to get out and run there, and Brody draw an opportunity here to get to it from the line.
That's right. That's Mr. Morrissey's second foul.
Good shot.
Team foul number 4. First shot by Buchanan is good. 10-8 Dragons. 37.5 first quarter. Keegan Smith checks into the ball game for the Dragons. He's going to give Chase Allen a break. Brody Buchanan, second shot, nothing but net.
Good looking stroke from the line for Buchanan there to knock those down.
Koska bringing it up across his timeline. Pass that over to Logie. Logie at the top, up to Koska. Koska with the drive on Brody Buchanan.
Koska behind the back, smooth.
Nice move by Koska.
That kid's a player.
11-10 Dragons, 10 seconds.
Smith with his first touch of the night.
Got 1 second. Brody's going to shoot up the 3.
Good
in front of the rim. Good first quarter.
The Dragons.
11-10, Dragons lead. Number 11 is going to check into the game. Inman's going to come back in for Nelsonville in the second quarter.
So for the scoring, I got Chase Allen with 7, Buchanan with 4 for the Dragons. And for Nelsonville, we got Koska with 6, Swoop with 2, and Logie with 2.
Well, we'll see what we have going here in this second quarter, what kind of changes to make. I think the Dragons want to get out and run if they can.
Well, and when you look at how Nelsonville's playing, I mean, you got to counter them. You can't play their style, it seems, especially the way that we played all year. We don't match up teams with their style. Fairland plays their style, and you got to get out and let your guys be athletes. And you would love to see Fairland play more downhill per se and attack the rim. And like you said, you know, we I don't think we've hit a 3-ball yet. We've had a couple good looks, but it might not be a 3 parade tonight for the Dragons. It might be more of a you know, let's attack the paint and finish at the rim. The Dragons bring Buchanan, Allen, Martin, Smith, and Leap staying in. And for the Nelsonville, you got Koska, Swoop. 11 is Inman, and then Morrissey and Logie still.
And Swoop across the timeline, guarded by Brody Buchanan. Looks like Dragons are playing a matchup 2-3 right now. Just a little change of pace. Swoop on the top, down low to Morrissey. That was Logie, I'm sorry.
It's confusing.
Yes, it is. Coach Harris does a great job. Koska with a 3-pointer, no good.
Good look.
Nice.
Nice hands by Koska to intercept that.
He's going to drive, length of the floor, pull it out, kick it
Clean
out.
look.
Good shot. Keegan Smith with the rebound, crosses timeline. He's going to get the Dragons in the offense. Steeler leap top of the key. Smith on the left side. Smith's going to drive, take it to the bucket.
Oh.
Misses.
If you're Coach Speed, you got to like the aggressiveness there from Keegan Smith to attack the basket. Got to blow by and just got to finish.
Swoop with the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Keegan Smith. That's going to be his first and team foul number 2. It'll be Nelsonville York basketball. Sideline. Koska to inbounds.
None of their inbound plays, they moved much, and they went over the top there. And
they're going to call Steeler leap for a shove.
Football, he probably gets away with that one there. Probably no PI there.
That's Steelers first, the third team foul for the half for the Dragons. Brody Buchanan is going to take a little break. Will Davis back in. Ball's in. Swope.
Good look.
Inside. Shot by Koska. Air ball.
You were wondering if they were going to call that there, where Will got taken down. Looked like a little arm bar, and Coach Wentz would have probably approved. But
and I don't know. I think who was that? Was that AJ Stone? Is he in the ball game? Is he one that touched on the line down there? I believe it was. So JD Thacker going to inbounds. Will Davis going to come up. Nelsonville in their diamond and one press. Looking over to Keegan. JD at the top. Will Davis on the left side. Nelsonville back into their man-to-man. Chase Allen at the top, directing traffic.
Dragons not moving around much to create any opportunities there. Finally, JD got posted up inside.
And JD going to get called for a walk. Nelsonville ball. Koska to inbounds. Dragons applying some token pressure here. Into Logie, over to Swope. Back to Koska. Back to Swope. Going to start the offense. Your score, Dragons 11, Nelsonville York 10.
We're 2 minutes into this quarter without a basket.
Nice look. Shot by Logie, no good. Will Davis, the rebound. Keegan Smith Over to Steeler Leap. Chase Allen starts it back again. J.D. Thacker over on the right wing.
Oh, great read by 2.
And that's Koska.
He's having a great half.
Coach Speed's going to call 30-second timeout. Kind of a lazy pass right there, Ricky.
It was, but I mean, you gotta give credit to Koska for jumping in and taking it end to end there to get a big shot and take the lead on the layup. But it looks like we're bringing Brody Buchanan back in, and you got to wonder what Coach Speed's down there saying to the Dragons, because what is that, two or three straight turnovers? He can't be very happy about that.
Well, Ricky, I'll tell you one thing that you got to remember: when you're in tournament play, you're one and done, and the big thing that's going to kill you is turnovers.
Absolutely.
And I know we don't keep track of those, but I know the Dragons have 3 or 4 already.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back possessions. And three might be being generous, honestly, there.
I'll be honest with you, Nelsonville's not shot well. If they shot a little bit better, they would definitely have a bigger lead right now.
And I know from talking to Coach Speed, that's one of the things. He talked about, hey, guys, we got to protect the basketball tonight, and we got to play our game, because this Nelsonville team, that they're coming in, they've got upset on their mind.
J.D. Thacker, the ball over to Brody Buchanan. Buchanan at the top of the key. Will Davis on the right wing. Pass to J.D. Smith. J.D. Thacker, I'm sorry. Chase Allen with the drive. Floater.
Good finish by Chase.
Around 13-12. Dragons up. Swope with the basketball. He's going to cross the timeline. Dragons back to their man-to-man defense. Inman with the ball. Over to Logie. Logie over to Koska. Koska's going to take the drive all the way to the basket for 2.
Big shot by Koska. He's got 8 now.
There's another turnover, Brody Buchanan.
Good makeup play there by Buchanan, but he's got to be frustrated with that pass. Great hands by 14 to transition out there, and that's the thing. Swoop and Koska have been looking like two great players tonight for Nelsonville. That's for sure.
You can't throw slow, lazy passes at all.
Great
nice
cut.
play.
Connor on the backdoor cut
for 2. 16-13.
Another turnover from our Dragons. That's 4 straight possessions with a turnover. And now a foul, or what do they call? Travel?
I think he stepped on the baseline.
We'll get it eventually.
All right. Number 11, Noah Markham into the ball game for the Dragons. Noah's a 6'3" junior.
So Coach Speed's gone 8 deep already. Nice cut by Steeler Leap and a great find by Allen.
16-15. Nelsonville up. Swoop with the ball across the timeline. He's going to take it to the basket. Steeler Lip going to be called for the foul.
You got to hope Steeler keeps his emotions in check there. You can tell he was frustrated with the call, and you can't afford to lose any of these guys that are playing a lot for the Dragons.
No, that's Steeler's second, team 4th, and Mr. Swoop's going to go to the line. He's going to be shooting 2. First one's up, off the back of the rim. He'll have one more. Second shot is up, no good off the back of the rim. Rebound Steeler Leap, Dragons on the run. Noah Markham over to Chase Allen. Chase Allen with the drive. Will Davis, top of the key. Will Davis.
So 5 of the last 6 possessions, turnovers for the Dragons. It's not taking care of the basketball, and as we said, oftentimes in tournament games, that's what can come back and bite you.
You're not going to win turning the ball over. Dragons got to take care of the basketball. Give Nelsonville some credit, playing defense.
Clean look. He missed everything.
Koska with the shot, air ball.
Everything looked good until it left his hand.
Noah Markham inbounds. Will Davis back to Noah Markham. Back to Markham. Chase Allen On the left, he's going to drive the lane. He's going to shoot the floater. That's good. Dragons back up 17-16, 3:28 on a running clock.
Chase Allen with 11 early.
Swoop, top of the key. Over to Connor.
Connor's played a lot of good minutes for Nelsonville tonight.
Yes, he has.
Another big rebound by Leap.
The shot by A.J. Stone, no good. Steer Leap's going to drive the lane, miss. Keegan Smith, rebound. Nice offensive rebound. Dragons up 19-16.
It's a nice athletic play by Keegan Smith. Nelsonville uses the timeout.
And Coach Blaine Gabriel's going to take a timeout here. His staff, assistant coach Corey Chapman and Casey Cox. For the Dragons, head coach Nathan Speed, assistant coach Zach Jordan. Zach Jordan played point guard for me back in the day in middle school. That's been a long, long time ago. He was on an undefeated team I had.
Hey, we know he's coached well then, right?
That's right. Hey, that's exactly right. Other assistant Blaine Fuller, he played for me. He was a good player for me back in the day. Also played football for me. Nate Thacker's assistant coach. And that rounds out the staff for the Dragons.
Scoring-wise, we got Connor with 2 for Nelsonville, Logie with 2, Swoop with 4, Koska with 8. For the Dragons, Chase Allen leading the way with 11. Buchanan's got 4. Stiller Leap's got 2. 19-16 Fairland lead here. 2:52 to go in the first half.
James Koska to inbounds. Over to Swoop. Back to Koska. Looking inside. Koska's going to drive on Chase Allen. Nice move. Going to get called for the travel. Number 11 is going to check back into the game. Landon Inman, he's going in for number 2, Koska. Noah Markham to inbounds for the Dragons.
As good as Koska's been, you wonder if Fairland can capitalize with him being off the floor here.
Will Davis brings it up. Looks like half-court man offense. No press. Over to the right corner, Keegan Smith. Pass down low to Steeler Leak. We got a foul on the floor. That's going to be on number 11. That's Landon Inman. Little shove there.
Inside, I don't know that Nelsonville can match up with Stiller's physicality, it appears. Nobody's really wanted to play inside of the paint much for either team, though, tonight.
Chase Allen, left wing. Miss Reed, trying that backdoor cut. Keegan Swoop with the ball. Crosses timeline, guarded by Will Smith. It's going to be a foul on number 3, offensive foul. A.J. Stone with the illegal screen.
Man, this is getting sloppy basketball. I think Fairland turned it over 7 of their last 10 possessions, and Nelsonville with at least back-to-back turnovers. It's it does not seem like late February basketball here.
Agreed. Dragons set. Markham top of the key. Keegan Smith. Steeler Leap. Right wing. Chase Allen with the stop. Pull-up jumper. No good. Follow your shot. Good job. He's going to shoot it again from about 12 feet. Chase Allen. Dragons up 21-16. 1:42 on a running clock.
If you're Fairland, you got to be glad Chase Allen's on your team tonight.
Swoop with the drive. Nice floater. 2 points. Fairland up the floor quickly. Chase Allen's going to take the drive down the middle. Going to shoot a floater. Number 14, Swoop with the rebound. Dragons double team in there. Keegan Smith. Right corner. Will Davis. He's going to miss the 3, and we got a foul on Keegan Smith going for the ball. 21-18 Dragons, 1:12 to go. That's Keegan's second foul. Team foul number 5 for the Dragons. Brody Buchanan and J.D. Thacker check back into the lineup for the Dragons.
Big minute 12 left here if you're both teams. You want a lead going into the half, and we're sitting at 21-18 Fairland. Going to be interesting to see how the last minute plays out. If you're Nelsonville, are you trying to hold for a final shot at this point?
No. I don't think so. I think you want to try to get that lead. Dragons half-court man. Will Davis. on A.J. Stone. Over to Swope. Swope drives on Brody Buchanan, pulls up, takes a shot, no good. Brody Buchanan with the rebound. Dragons on the floor. Brody's going to pull it out. 45 seconds to go, running clock. J.D. Thacker, top of the key, right corner, Noah Markham.
Markham's giving you some solid minutes here off the bench.
Markham with the shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Back out to Brody Buchanan. Brody's going to drive the lane. Chase Allen, 23 seconds. He's going to drop for the drive to the basket. Missed the shot. Rebound, Swoop comes up with it.
Nice in and out move there by Swoop. Good hands by Will Davis.
Will's going to shoot up. Lay up for two. 23-18, 5 seconds to go. Dragons. Shot by Logie, no good. Your score at halftime, Dragons 23, Nelsonville York 18.
You got Chase Allen leading the way for the Dragons with 13. You got 2 for Will Davis, 2 for Stiller Leap, and Brody Buchanan with 4. You got Buchanan and Allen each with an assist. And looking at Nelsonville, Koska's got 8, Swoop's got 6, Lugie's got 2, Connor's got 2 for their 18. Tightly contested first half, and neither team, it seemed like, really got into an offensive flow. And you got to be curious as to what the halftime adjustments are going to be if you're Nelsonville or if you're Fairland here. Neither team can be very happy with the lack of consistency on the offensive end. You know, way too many turnovers for both teams.
You got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, that was sloppy.
And, Ricky, I know I'm calling Will Davis Will Smith and J.D. Thacker J.D. Smith, but you got to think I had J.D. Smith in school about 30 years ago. So J.D. used to coach down here. He was the JV coach, so I apologize to those two guys. But, Jerry, can you bring us up the bracket, the boys' bracket, and let us look at that real quick?
I mean, they're probably loving hearing you mention their names and giving them credit for being out on the court tonight as grown men.
You know they are. Let's see. All right. So, guys, here, or ladies and gentlemen, here's the boys' tournament draw, if you want to look at that right there. We are now in the sectional finals with Nelsonville. The winner of this game will play South Point and Portsmouth. And I tell you, Ricky, I really feel like Portsmouth's playing good basketball right now.
They are, and, they got the 34. I think it's Bryant. Every time that dude comes in, man, he is an automatic bucket, and you love watching him play. But, I mean, South Point, like you said, they won the league, and they got, Lovely, who's district player of the year. And
that's true. Well, Coach Travis Wise down at South Point does a great job. He really does. I mean, I used to butt heads with him back in the day when we both coached middle school, and we always had some knockdown drag-outs, but he does a really good job with them. But I'm going to tell you, if I'm not mistaken, I think Portsmouth down at their place had them down 10 points. I think it was in the last 5 minutes of the game, and South Point, found a way to pull it out. So that's going to be an interesting game there. We've got to get through Nelsonville before we can even worry about playing them, but that would be the district semifinals, and that would be, I believe, next Tuesday. If you go ahead down and look at the bottom of the bracket, you got Zane Trace, which you may know something about. I don't know anything about Zane Trace.
Zane Trace won the SVC. They got a kid by the name Xavier Reams, SVC Player of the Year. Set the Zane Trace single-game scoring record this year with 48. It's been interesting. Rock Hill, hearing their guys talk on social media after they won their sectional semis, or the game to get to the sectional semis. The sectional semi when they beat Oak Hill. What Rock Hill seemed to think was they could get out and run with Zane Trace. Zane Trace has Reams, who's, like I said, SVC Player of the Year, but the rest of their guys, they have a lot of football guys. They're big physical guys. And going to be interesting to see how Rock Hill's strategy to get out and run with them goes. Rock Hill, I mean, Fairland had a test down there a couple weeks ago. And, if you're Rock Hill and you feel like you can go in and shock the Southeast District and upset Zane Trace, I mean, that's going to do wonders for their confidence. And then the bottom half, you got Willersburg and Chesapeake. You and I both know, looking at that, there's a coaching factor there that's going to come into play that might fire up one side more than the other, or might fire up both of them.
Who knows? I know Chesapeake has been playing some inspired ball here lately. And, I told Coach Gorby at the beginning, we did the pregame show. And, by the way, folks, if y'all missed that, go back and watch them. There's some really good information we had on there. But Coach Ader was at Wheelersburg. Interesting bracket. But let's talk about this, too. All district boys voted by the coaches. J.D. Thacker was first team. Chase Allen was second team. Brody Buchanan and Will Davis both honorable mentions. That's pretty good representation from Fairland. I don't know what the others were. I didn't look. I was just checking to see what we did, and that was good. Let's switch gears if we can. Let's look at the girls' draw if we can in the tournament. Girls had a huge win last night against Fairfield Union, and a huge win. And, didn't play very well first half, Ricky, but kind of came out in the second half and kind of set the tone with the press. Got some we talk about turnovers, got some turnovers, some easy buckets. And, girls going to play next Tuesday, 6 p.m. at Zanesville High School. And they're going to be playing, I don't know who they're going to be playing, Ricky.
I heard it's a team out of Chillicothe.
And you wouldn't know anything about that team, would you?
No.
I believe you might have played quarterback up there for that school.
Yeah. Uniota is, it's crazy. Coach Buchanan and Coach Miller, two of the best girls basketball coaches that I personally know. And I know there's been a lot of people complaining about the way that Uniota Sheridan game ended. First of all, man, if you think you can do better, we need OHSSA officials, and kudos to those guys. I mean, I wouldn't want to have to make that call. For those that don't know, Uniota came back from down 15-17 in the second half. Inbounds, Sheridan inbounds the ball, 3 seconds left. Uniota swipes a steal. The girl named Miley Smith, who had 31 for Uniota, takes a shot, hits off the back rim. Ball's in play. She taps it up and in. Questionable as to, hey, what time did the ball leave her hand? The OHSAA official said, hey, 0.1. We think it left her hand. Bucket counts. Uniota goes on and wins. And now you got that matchup that I think everybody in the Southeast District was anticipating in that tournament with the unbeaten Fairland Dragons and the unbeaten Uniota Shermans. And I think, going back to the Dragons game last night, Fairfield Union came out early, was attacking Fairland, and at one point was up 6 or 8. I mean, I've got 2 young boys, and, they'd be mad if I don't mention them, Remy and Bodie, who, as they say, they're freaking awesome. We started getting ready for bed. Next thing you know, you turn on the game, and Fairland's up 20 points.
Right.
And it's like, what happened? Fairland happened.
Yep, that's right. Came alive. I heard from Coach Wentz about the wrestlers today. C.J. Graham and Will Calicote, second qualifiers. Fourth was Dylan Stone. Or no, I'm saying he was second. Okay, let me read. I don't kind of read to make sure I get it. Dylan Stone looks he's fifth. All district qualifiers are alternates team, 7 out of 23, whatever that means. So we'll find out for sure. But it looks like for sure C.J. and Will have qualified on that. Also,
and those two have had phenomenal years while you're on it. Will Calicote coming in, and both of those guys have actually won the Ricky Shipko State Farm Athlete of the Week award this year, and those guys have just been dedicated to their craft.
And we appreciate you supporting Fairland Athletics. And look at the shirt I got on today, Ricky.
There we go. It's beautiful.
Ricky Shifco Insurance, people. If you guys need a little bit of insurance, give Ricky a call and see what he can do for you. Help him. He'll see if he can help you out. Ricky, we had some signings this week. I want to go over that real quick. Stephen Rhodes signed this Thursday, played with Marietta football. Kaylee Ingamary, Tiffin University, she can play volleyball. Coach Gorby and I can't remember the last time we had somebody sign for volleyball, if we ever have. I'm not even sure we have, as I remember. And then Steeler Leap this week's going to sign with Northmore University for football, and that'll be later this week. Also, wanted to talk about the cheerleaders real quick while I have time. They placed 4th out of 51 teams at the UCA National Competition in Florida. Your cheerleaders are Casey Atkins, Ryan Henry, Mackenzie Maynard, Amelia Butler, Katie Stitt, Mackenzie Ray, Lily Rickard, Mary Kate Porter, Jenna Picklesheimer, Kennedy Fuller, Cadence Ulrich, and Grace Miller. And they are coached by, I'm going to get this right today, Maureen Stitt and her daughter, Abby Stitt. And Abby was a national champion with Morehead State University. She attended Morehead University with my daughter, Isabella. So congratulations to Abby, too, on being a champion, not only as a collegiate athlete, but also as a coach.
it's funny, you're sitting here talking about Stephen Rhodes committing to Marietta, Tommy and now, Kaylee going to Tiffin. I remember going through the recruiting process myself, and it's like mind-blowing when you start getting these opportunities and these schools start reaching out to you. And, I think that's the one thing that Fairland, as you have seen over the last couple of years, Fairland's turning kids into college athletes time and time again, and they're getting opportunities to go play at the next level. And I think that's a great thing that, as the athletic director, that Jeff Gorby's really promoted for these student athletes. It's not many schools have the amount of kids signing to go and play collegiately like Fairland is, and I think Jeff's doing a good job of getting the kids the accolades and attention when they're signing, and that's great to see.
He has, and I'll tell you what, I just got a correction from Brenda Dillon. Brenda, I appreciate you telling this, but Ken Bonham got a full ride to Youngstown State in volleyball in 1996. Now, Ken Bonham's also on our 1,000-point scores.
Is there anything Fairland related that Brenda Dillon is not the go-to expert on?
Well, if she doesn't know, Earp does.
Hey.
I mean, Earp's a walking encyclopedia of Fairland sports and
that's what's awesome. Brenda's a great supporter of the Fairland girls basketball team that everyone knows, but most importantly, she supports Fairland athletics at a level that's great to see. So, so as we're coming out here, we got 16 minutes to determine who's going to be the representative that gets to take on South Point. And, I think both teams, it's interesting. You look at the body language, and you can't tell if it's confidence or scared from either side, right?
And from the right corners with the three, up and good. Three from Brody Buchanan. Dragons up 26-18.
It's the first three of the night Fairland's hit. And
long
11.
pass. Oh, miss.
Inman with the layup.
Yeah,
man.
He had to give me. JD across the timeline. Chase on into Steeler Leap. Going to shoot the 15-footer. Going to get the bounce.
Big.
Two for Steeler Leap. 28-18. Dragons' longest lead of the game.
It's a nice 8-0 run or 5-0 run for Fairland to start. And you got Coach Gabriel using a timeout. I think that's a great sign for the Dragons to come out and get them to burn a timeout early. You got to like that if you're Fairland.
Well, you want to come out and establish yourself in the second half. They say the first 2 minutes of a half really dictate what's going to happen. And good job there. We're up 10.
Yeah, I mean, that 5-0 run, right out the gate, you come out 23-18, you're up, and to score like that and go up 10, I mean, that's big. It's a big momentum boost for the Dragons.
Ricky, I just wanted to tell you, Brenda Dillon was a good basketball player in her own right back in the day.
Oh, that's what I've heard.
I'll give Brenda props.
That's what I've heard.
Also, I did hear from J.D. Smith, and he said, I was an assistant for 13 years. This is his first year off. But he told me he was tired from this game. He's been running a lot.
He's played a lot.
Yeah, he's played a lot.
He has played a lot of minutes.
And I'll tell you what, we miss Coach Harris. Coach Harris, we hope you're getting to tune in up there in Columbus. We hope the girls are doing well up there. I don't have all the girls' names, and I'm not ever going to try to tell them all. Somebody get mad, I'd forget it. So, Lord knows I can't read the names in front of me. So, here we go. Inbounds to swoop. Nelsonville, York.
Good take.
That's going to be a foul.
Inman.
Number 11, Inman with the drive. Will Davis going to be called for that foul, I believe.
Will Davis is first.
Hey, Will Smith's a great actor, though, so.
Well, we'll get it right. First shot is up, no good by Inman. He's got one more to go.
Inman's struggling. Two missed layups, and now he misses the free throw, and wonder if he's in his own head right here. Another
shot
miss.
Up again. Rebound, Will Davis. On up to Brody Buchanan, past the timeline. Brody top of the key, directing traffic. Going to get Dragons in the offense. J.D. Thacker back to Chase Allen, back to Will Davis. Top of the key, over to Steeler Leap, right wing. Steeler Leap's going to drive it to the basket. Shot up and good.
Nice blow by
Two for
Steeler.
Steeler Leap. 30-18 is your score. Largest lead for the Dragons. 6:38 on a running clock.
It's 4 straight for Leap.
Inman at the top, over to Swoop on the right side, baseline. Koska. Koska guarded by Chase Allen. Koska, top of the key. Over to Inman. Inman. Back to Morrissey. Morrissey on the right wing. He's going to drive. Kick it back.
Will Davis said, "Get that out of my house."
And we're going to call it out of bounds. Nope.
No, they gave him timeout. That was a hustle play by Steeler Leap in every aspect.
Wow. Okay. Excellent. So, Ricky, 30-18. It looks like we got a full timeout. Dragons must be out of 30s.
Oh, and you're looking at a 7-0 run by Fairland with Buchanan hitting the 3 and Steeler Leap back-to-back buckets. This is a big possession for Fairland. You go a 9-10-0 run here right out the gate to start the second half. You wonder what Nelsonville starts saying.
Well, Nelsonville's going to send in Andrew Connor, number 24. He's just checked into the ball game.
Connor played a lot in the first half too, and that's the thing. He gave him good minutes, was a good inside presence. You got to wonder if maybe they feel like he's a missing link as to why Fairland got out to this 7-0 run. And like you said, the play right there by Steeler Leap, man, that's the type of play that sets the tone of, hey, we're not going to lose.
That's right. By the way, Ricky, we got to thank these two guys with us. Jerry Bell over here on the graphics running, and Doug Morris right here on the camera and the sound.
Hey, the two best in the industry.
That's right, buddy. They make us look good. Will Davis, top of the key. Over to Steeler Leap on the left-hand wing. Chase Allen, top of the key. He's going to shoot a 3.
Boom. Another 3.
33-18.
10-0 run.
Biggest lead of the game for the Dragons.
Hit our first 2 threes there. That's this ball game too. Back-to-back possessions there.
Swoop with the drive. That's going to stay with Nelsonville. Knocked out of bounds. Ricky, let's see what kind of out-of-bounds plays we got this time. Let's see if they
do anything different than the 4 stand.
Oh, turnover. Brody Buchanan. He's going to. Oh, nice play by Swoop. He ended up out of bounds with it. Great play. Give him some credit. It's going to be Dragons underneath. Number 1, Dakota Inman.
Is this the first Inman's checked in?
Well, no, it's the first Dakota. We've got Landon Inman, who's number 11.
Okay.
This is number 1, Dakota. So here we go. J.D. Thacker, top of the key. Will Davis over to the right. Steeler Leap, top of the key. The ball. Looking it over. J.D. Thacker drives the lane. Going to put up the floater. No good. Chase Allen knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Nelsonville ball.
Chase Allen's done a great job inside, mixing it up, getting some rebounds, getting some tip outs. And, Chase he might be the shortest guy on the court, and he's been super aggressive on the glass tonight. That's a good sign for Fairland.
Yep, done.
Oh,
Swoop
nice
with
move.
the drive. He's going to kick that ball out. Going to get a shot inside.
10-0 run still alive for the Dragons.
Logie missed that one. We're going to have foul on Swope right here. Foul Brody Buchanan.
Foul 14. Keegan Swope, his first.
That's only his first foul. That's the first team foul of the second half. Inbounds, Brody Buchanan, Steeler Leap. Brody to the top of the key. Will Davis. Will Davis going to get us in the offense. Steeler Leap, left wing.
Clean look.
Chase Allen for 3, no good. Will
Great
Davis.
Rebound.
Nice job. Put
Low
back.
run now.
Largest lead for the Dragons, 17 points, 35-18, 4:40 to go, third quarter. Swope being guarded by Chase Allen.
Good
There's
hand,
Brody Buchanan. Dragons on the run right here.
Great pass from Brody
J.D.
Buchanan.
Thacker with 2. 37-18, 19-point lead. Largest lead of the game. Brody Buchanan on Swope. Across the timeline.
That find from Buchanan there was special to watch.
Yes, Morrissey with the ball. He's gonna drive on Thacker. He's gonna take it to the hole.
Man.
JD with the block.
We had a jersey grab down here. 22 grabbed Thacker's jersey from behind, and I was wondering what we were going to see from the officials there. They let it go, but keep an eye on that.
I don't know if they saw that, but I don't think JD appreciated that too much.
JD got a block, and then he got a jersey grab.
That's all right. Swope with the ball. He's past the timeline. Over to Mr. Morrissey. Morrissey, top of the key.
Oh,
to Logie.
Thacker with a two-hand shove, And you saw that mountain between the two of them. Thacker was defending him, getting his hand in his face. Morrissey's body language was starting to show something was gonna end up popping off there. But you know, if you're Nelsonville, you know you're looking at a 14-0 Fairland run here to start the half. That you're not very happy right now.
No.
Uh-oh.
Morrissey with the shot, no good. Rebound back out to Morrissey. Swope top, left hand, going to drive the middle.
You know what? That's a nice play by Swoop there to know, hey, we need a basket. I don't care how we get it. I don't care how we get points. We need to do something. 14-0 run when we're down 5 is not going to be very sustainable for Nelsonville to hang around in this game.
No, and that was a foul on Steeler Lee. That's his third. That's third team foul of the half. Swoop at the line. He's going to shoot 2. Misses the first one. Looks like Zion Martin's going to come in.
14-0 run still in play.
Yep. Swoop at the line. Looks like number 11, Landon Inman's back in. He's going to replace Dakota Inman. Also, Trent Morrissey is taking a seat.
I'd say that's kudos to J.D. Thacker's presence there.
Yep. Swoop hits one, 37-19. Dragons lead, 3:28, third quarter. Lazy pass. Nope. Hit from out of bounds. Can't retouch that ball.
That was heads up play by Swoop to know.
Yeah.
But then he got to the point that he's like, I can't let it roll out of bounds.
He couldn't let it go. It was going to be ball down here under the baseline. I guess he just figured he's going to get it. All right, back into the press. The dominant one press. Chase Allen. Will Davis. Will Davis is going to drive the lane.
Nice.
Dragons up 39-19, 20-point lead, largest lead of the game. 2:58 on a running clock. Swoop with the ball.
I mean, we're looking at a 16-1 run by Fairland right now. If you're Nelsonville, you just got to stop the bleeding here and get a basket.
They need a basket bad. I mean, they've had one.
Will said, give me that ball.
Will Davis with the foul there.
Will Davis, his third.
That's his third. Team fourth.
I don't know that Mr. Official appreciated Will's body language there towards him. I don't know if you saw that, but he kind of mimicked Will's body language back to him as he threw the ball under the baseline. So for Fairland here. Oh, nice heads-up play by 2. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen live.
Yes. I used to teach that all the time. You hit it off the if the player guarding you's behind you, you actually hit it off the meaty part of the rear end and let it bounce in and get it back to yourself.
Yeah, I think Costco's excited it worked.
Chase Allen with 2. Nice heads-up play. 41-19, largest lead of the game for the Dragons.
That's 4th assist tonight from Brody Buchanan. That was a great outlet pass there, too. Chase is having a night.
Inman thought about it. Didn't want to pull the trigger. A.J. Stone back over to Koska. Koska back over to Swope.
Good D.
Out of control. Brody Buchanan's going to drive the lane. Going to kick it out. Chase Allen will make a move. He's going through the middle of the lane, and that bucket's going to count. 2 for Chase Allen on that. He's going to go to the line to shoot 1.
Chase Allen with 20. Chase Allen 20, Nelsonville 19.
And that foul is on James Koska. I think that's his first, isn't it, Ricky?
Based upon my statistics, it is.
I think that's his first, and that's only team second for them. But Chase Allen's going to go back to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot is up, and nothing but the bottom of the net. Dragons' largest lead, 44-19. Coach Nelsonville's only scored 1 point this half, and that's been a free throw. Up, there's your second.
I mean, you're still looking at a 23 run.
Nice move there by Inman. Unforced error right there. Dragons just need to calm down. Noah Markham into the game for J.D. Thacker.
I think the only thing you could be disappointed with right now if you're Coach Speed is I think it's about 10 or 11 turnovers from the Dragons. A little sloppy with the basketball.
It got really sloppy in that first half, and that's something he needs to make sure that they work on this second half. Swope across the timeline. Brody Buchanan guarding him. We're going to have a double screen at the top. Swope still with the ball over to Inman. Over to Swope. Swope's going to take a three. Zion Martin rebound. Brody Buchanan across the timeline.
Buchanan put him in the spin cycle there.
Chase Allen at the volleyball line.
Chase put him in the spin cycle.
Nice layup. Noah Markham with the rebound. 46-21. Largest lead.
If you're Nelsonville right here, you're starting to watch your team unravel, and you gotta hope you get into the end of the quarter and get these guys to regroup, because right now Fairland is totally dominating this basketball game. You're looking at a 23-1 quarter right now for Fairland.
Keegan Smith, right wing, guarded by Inman. Chase Allen's going to putt up the three.
I got Keegan Smith with that assist to Chase Allen, who's got 24. For the Dragons, you got 24 from Chase Allen. Brody Buchanan, he's got 7, but he's got 5 assists. Stiller Leaps with 6. Will Davis with 4. And you got 2 points for Smith, 2 points for Markin off the bench. Chase Allen with 24 points, 1 assist, and Keegan Smith with that last assist. And for Nelsonville, we only had to add 1 point to their scoring that quarter.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
We had one basket.
I forgot that.
That's all right.
I forgot about that basket.
Look, Ricky, look, we got Jerry, the graphic man, is saving us. A 26-3 run.
I had it written down every time I started to get writer's cramp. I was like, man, this is getting ugly.
Well, Coach Harris, I hope you're watching and enjoying the game. I hope the girls are doing well up there. Ricky, when we get another timeout and get a break here, I didn't mention our girls' high school district champs and wanted to talk about coaches voted about district players, and we want to remind me to do that here in just a little bit. And we got some shout-outs going. I had one guy I want to give is Steve Rutherford. He was down in Pigeon Forge last week watching us. And I didn't see his message till I got home. But, Stephen, hope you're watching tonight, and we appreciate you watching us down in Tennessee last broadcast. Start of the fourth quarter, Nelsonville will be inbounding.
So Costco's leading the way for them with 8. He's got 8 of their 21. So if you're in Nelsonville, you got to hope Costco can heat up here and get you back in this ball game.
And the Dragons have gone to a 2-3. Number 1, Inman, Dakota Inman for 3.
Nice stroke.
Good shot out of that right corner. Nice shot. 49-24. Brody Buchanan on the drive. Rebound Logie. Up to Koska. Koska with the drive. Nope. We're going to get a foul on number 3. A.J. Stone, he's going to be over the back. That'll be the third team foul. That'll be Stone's second foul. 7:26.
Nelsonville crowd does not like that call at all.
Well, Ricky, from up here we don't know if there was any contact there or not, so we're going to give that official the benefit of the doubt.
I always do. I don't want to be down there calling these games.
Chase Allen trapped over here on the right side. Quick timeout by Coach Speed. They're going to have 2 timeouts left. Nelsonville has 2 timeouts left. This will be a full timeout.
So you want to give your girls shout-outs?
Better. Actually, you know what? No. You better give the wife and the boys a shout-out first. You better do that. You remember, I had her in school, and I know that if you don't give her some props, you're in trouble.
Yeah, my wife, Haley, is a 2013 Fairland grad, actually. And her and my boys, they might be watching from home. Remy and Bodie are 4-2, and they don't understand that they can't be heard on the other end of YouTube. So So if they're watching, I'm sure they're yelling at the screen, Daddy, Daddy, talk to us. But, I'm very blessed with the family I have and super grateful for the community involvement we've been able to get grown accustomed to here the last 10 years since we've been here as a State Farm agent. So,
well, Ricky, I appreciate you being here tonight, but I also appreciate what you do for all the athletic programs here at Fairland. Chase Allen inbounds to Will Davis. Will Davis across the timeline, top of the key. Steeler leap on the left side. J.D. Thacker, cutter. Will Davis, he's going to shoot. We're going to give him 3 right there. Will Davis, 52-24, largest lead of the game.
The clean look for Will. He's got elbowed in the throat.
Will has a sweet stroke. He really does. Pass inside. That was Logie with the shot. Steeler leap. Catches that pass.
Oh, Brody. Brody had a great idea there, trying to make the Harlem Globetrotters bounce pass there down the lane. That would have been beautiful if it would have connected.
Yep. Got 2 back in. We've got Morrissey back in and Swoop back in. Will Davis on the left side to the middle. Nice pass. Steeler leap. J.D. Thacker's going to drive the lane. Brody Buchanan from 15. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 54-24. 30-point lead for the Dragons. Largest lead of the game. 6:07 on a running clock.
Buchanan's got 9. He might be the next Dragon to get into double figures.
Shot by Koska on the right side. No good. Number 23, Leighton Logie. 2-point bucket. Chase Allen, left side. Guarded by Emmon. He's going to take the drive. Knocked out of bounds. Trenton Morrissey knocked it out. It's going to be Dragons ball.
Thinking with your guys' Will Smith references, I don't know if you guys are Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fans, but on the Fresh Prince, Will Smith was a great basketball player at Bel-Air Academy.
And Will Davis, not Will Smith, over to Chase Allen. Chase Allen with the floater. He's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2.
Chase has 24, so he connects on both these. You'll be looking at a 26-point night. And you got to think Coach Speed will give him the chance to try to put up a 30-burger here, which would be pretty special in a sectional tournament game. Yeah,
that foul's on Landon Inman. That was only his second. Chase Allen for 2 shots. First one up and good. 55-26.
Chase Allen can flat out shoot the basketball.
Yes, he can. When he gets hot, he's hot. It's good. Second shot up and good.
I think he thought he was going to pull out the Gallia Academy night again there, but touched nothing but the bottom there, so no chance for him to get a putback.
Swoop with the pass.
Oh, that's a walk.
Yes, sir. Trenton Morrissey, couple extra steps. The Dragons basketball. You know, Rick, you're down 30 points. If you want to have a chance, you need to be pressing full court. They're back to their three-quarter court diamond and 1. Oh, terrible pass. Unforced error. Got to clean those up.
You're up by 30, but I know Coach Speed is not very happy about that.
No. Dragons back in their 2-3 matchup. Inman.
Oh. Here goes Buchanan.
He's going to get 2. 58-26. Largest lead of the game. 32-point lead for the Dragons. 4:55 to go. Swoop over to Morrissey for the shot. Miss. Steeler leap rebound. I think the Dragons are content just to bring it up.
Steeler leap's got to be closing in on at least 10 rebounds or so. Been having a great night on the glass.
3 ball by Chase Allen, no good. Swope with the ball. 24 Connor with the drive. He's going to kick it back out. Swope over to Morrissey. Morrissey, double team. Swope's going to shoot the 2. Steeler leap. Another
man
rebound. Chase Allen for 2. Going to get fouled. I believe that's going to be on Connor. Chase Allen going to go to the line for 2. 4:08 remaining. Fourth quarter.
Stiller looked like a point guard running the running the break out there. Grabbed the rebound, pushed the tempo, and set up Chase for a nice little dime.
Chase Allen to the line to shoot 2.
This 35-8 run by Fairland is something special. Make it 36-8.
Up and good.
Talk about how to win a tournament game. You go on a 36-8 run, I don't think you're going to lose many ball games.
Coach Speed sends in a couple subs. Zion Martin, Noah Markham. Chase Allen's the next shot. It's good. Keegan Smith's going to replace Chase Allen. 60-46.
And that puts Chase right at, did he get 30?
You're the scorekeeper, brother.
I think he's right at 28 or 30.
Oh, Keegan Smith, nice play right there. Inman over to Swope. Morrissey, nice backdoor cut. That's A.J. Stone. He's going to go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Noah Markham. That'll be the Dragons' 5th of the half. A.J. Stone, first one is up and good. Coach, has been a tale of 2 halves right here today.
It has been, and if you're Nelsonville, you wish the second half never happened.
A.J. Stone with the second one, up and good. Brody Buchanan going to cross the timeline, bring it up into the middle. Noah Markham. Steeler leap. Over to Zion Martin. Noah Markham, top of the key. Looking it over, Steeler leap. Brody Buchanan in the lane. He's going to make a move. Nice move underneath, up and under. 2 for Brody Buchanan, 62-28. 3:28 to go on the clock.
That might be on the next episode of The Long Road, Brody Buchanan's YouTube show he's got going on. It was a beautiful move, spin cycle.
You know, Brody's dad, Jonathan, played basketball for me back in middle school. Number 3. It's A.J. Stone with the miss. Rebound out, Brody Buchanan. Up the right sideline.
Buchanan's got 4 or 5 rebounds, 4 or 5 assists. He's having a pretty solid ball game.
Zion Martin for 3. A little cherry pick right here. Number 24, that is Andrew Connor with the dunk at the other end.
That'll go on his huddle tape.
That's right.
It's always an exciting play in high school basketball when you get a chance to dunk. And 20 years from now, no one will know that it was in the midst of a 39-12 run.
That's right. Keegan Smith over to Steeler leap from 3.
Steeler leap
Right-hand
bucket.
65-30. 35-point lead for the Dragons. 2:17 on a running clock.
So you got Allen with 30, Buchanan with 13, Leap with 9, Davis with 9. I don't know that J.D. Thacker scored yet tonight for the Dragons.
I don't know. I think he might have scored. Did he score a basket underneath?
My stats might not be right, but I don't have him as scoring.
Andrew Connor. Noah Markham, nice job on defense. Had a breakaway. 2 more fresh bodies in for the Dragons. Cliff Franzen, number 12. And Trevor Locko. Couple kids I have in class. Swoop from the left corner, no good. Noah Markham with the rebound. Clears at 1:32 on a clock run. Locko back to Keegan Smith to Noah Markham. Markham's going to make a move up and under. He's going to shoot it. Zion Martin with the rebound. He's going to go up. Shot's going to be blocked. Dragons ball underneath. And we got 3 fresh bodies coming in. We got Elijah Kipp. We got Turk Fowler. And who's our other one that came in?
Jamison Louder.
Jamison Louder in the ball game. Running clock right now, 65-30. And Turk Fowler is going to take the shot. No good. Rebound, A.J. Stone, right-hand corner. Guarded by Cliff Franzen. Number 10, on the drive right there. Alec Thompson. Turk fouled a rebound. Stolen again. And that's A.J. Stone for the layup. 65-32. And there's Kip with the long shot. Rebounded. Cliff Franzen.
Louder with the 2.
68-32, 17 seconds to go. 15.
Nice turnaround.
Yeah, number 13, that's Thatcher Smith. And the Dragons are going to win this 67-34, and they're going to move on.
Is that so that'll be the third time, a 44-16 run to finish the game for the Dragons. Talk about domination there.
That's amazing. After that first half, I mean, we didn't play very well that first half, to be able to come back and outscore them.
Yeah, now my unofficial scoring here.
Well, give it to us, and have you got them all added up already?
I do. I've got Dakota Inman lead with 3. I've got James Koska with 10 leading the way for Nelsonville. A.J. Stone with 6. Thatcher Smith with 2 on that turnaround there late. Keegan Swoop with 7. Leighton Luigi with 4. And Andrew Connor with 2 for their 34 for Nelsonville. And like you said, unfortunately, the second half, Fairland came out and jumped all over them. And when you look at Fairland, Brody Buchanan with 13. He had 5 assists and a handful of rebounds. You look at Steeler Leap, he had 9 points, and I'm sure Steeler was close to a double-double. That man was all over the place on the glass.
I don't know how many rebounds he had. We don't keep, but that was Steeler played a good game. He played a really, really good game, and this is the last game the seniors are going to play on this court.
It is, and that's a big win for them. And Will Davis, Will had 9 tonight, and then Chase Allen with 28 unofficially. And then you get 6 points off the bench, 2 from Keegan Smith, 2 from Markham, and 2 from Louder for Fairland's 67 points.
And, Coach, last 2 games, Fairland scored a lot of points.
They did. And, when you're the Dragons now, you're going into to a game that is going to be different. Not a lot of people are going to give Fairland a chance to go in and beat South Point if that's who the matchup is.
Well, and I'll tell you what, we played Portsmouth here, and they flat skunked us. Yeah. They flat put it to us, if you remember. Now, we beat them down there the first game, but the second game up here, they flat skunked. I think they beat us by 20 points.
That second half might have been the ugliest Fairland half of basketball that I remember in my 10-plus years being here. And I think when you look at tonight, Chase Allen, man, give the man the MVP tonight. I mean, you're looking at a guy going for 28. Shooting the ball so clean. I mean, Chase was just feeling it tonight. But when you look at how Fairland played tonight, you had 5 guys that competed for every play the majority of the night, and I think that's a big thing when you look at Fairland. They come in here, they win the 2 games they're supposed to win, but I don't think many people thought they were going to win them like this.
No, I honestly, between you and the fence post, I thought that this was going to be a lot closer game than what we have here. I mean, that's a 33-point win, so that was a good game. I mean, it was. Again, we want to shout out to Coach Harris up in Columbus. We miss you, buddy. Thank you, Ricky, for filling in.
Hey, my pleasure.
Appreciate it. We've got Jerry Bell over here. Jerry, say hi to the camera. Doug, come over here. No, Doug, come over here. Come on, let everybody see you. Folks at home, this is Doug. This is our producer and our cameraman. Gets all this. Jerry's over here. He's got all this good stuff. Ricky, there's a couple things I want to mention. I want to talk about the girls, and I want to get this in here for them.
Absolutely.
First of all, the girls are district champions. District 13 Player of the Year was Tommy Hinkle. She's had a super and stellar career here at Fairland. Coach of the Year was Coach Buchanan. That's his second or third one of those, those accolade. I mean, that's what that is. All district first team, we had Tommy Hinkle, Bree Allen made it. Okay. Second team was Addison Godby and Bailey Russell. And then honorable mention was Cam Barnett and Kylie Bruce. And those girls, I tell you, they're all really deserving. They are undefeated going to be playing Tuesday night, 6 p.m. at Zanesville. Now, the boys, I think that game supposed to play Tuesday too, but I think that game is going to be moved maybe to Wednesday to accommodate. We'll just have to wait and see, or else we'd have boys and girls playing on the same night.
And I think
administrators can't get there. So I think the game, I believe the boys' game, I think Coach Gorby said was in Jackson. I believe, Jerry, is that correct? Excuse me. So I think I think they said they might move that to Wednesday. I mean, we would love to do the game, but I don't know that we can get, either place to do either one of them. I mean, we hope we can. We don't know right now. We'll just wait and see. But again, folks at home, thank you all for tuning in and letting us be part of your evening. We hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. We got the C team here tonight. It's not the B team. And, Ricky, you're not old enough to be a codger, son. I'm sorry. You're a young guy.
Absolutely. and at the end of the day, I think, like you mentioned, it would be great if they're able to deliver the broadcast on these games coming up. And, I mean, and you got to be excited that the OHSSA is allowing, a lot of these home teams to stream the games live. And, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that that girls' game, you're looking at – the two baddest teams in southeastern Ohio coming together in Uniota and Fairland.
I think you're looking at two of the best teams in the state, Ricky. I really do. I mean, I know they're both undefeated, but I really feel like those are two of the best teams in the state right now.
And honestly, you don't want to put that kind of pressure on either team, but I think whoever wins that game, there's a very good chance that they could be cutting down the nets multiple times moving forward. And you got to look, Coach Buchanan's chomping at the bits to match up with Coach Miller, both of them coming in unbeaten. And you got to look right there at midcourt. Coach Speed is he's excited for Tuesday night or Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah.
To get a rematch because I can't think of the last time that a team beat Fairland 3 times in a season.
Well, I'm excited to see whoever we play, whether it be Portsmouth. I honestly think it's going to be Portsmouth. Now, I might be wrong, but I really feel like if they're on their game, I think South Point's going to have a hard time matching up with them. I mean, the lovely kid's he's a super, super player for South Point. He really is. He's good. And Portsmouth will have to stop him, but I don't know. We'll see. Ricky, I got a couple shout-outs I better get in or I'll get in trouble. First of all, I want to shout out to my mother. She's tuned in tonight. So, Virginia, we love you. All right. And my sister and brother-in-law, Mary and Tom Johnson. Got to get them. We've got to get my nephew Ryan, my niece Elizabeth, and of course can't forget my 2 daughters.
There you go.
Isabella and Bryn, and I can't forget Miss Montgomery. And I also got to give a big shout out to Levi, Cheyenne, and River because they're tuning in tonight watching the game. So, Jerry, would you like to give a shout out to your wife who's on the mend? It's Trish. Shout out to you. Hope you're getting better. Jerry will be home to wait on you here in just a little bit. Okay, so don't worry. Doug, you want to give your wife a shout-out? All right. Mrs. Morris, shout-out from Doug. We're good. Coach Harris, shout-out to you, Ashley, Holly, all the girls up in Columbus. Rick, you got anything else?
No, I think right now, I think the cool thing is, them being able to broadcast this right now. You got guys cutting down the nets, and some of these guys, man, this is going to be something that they're going to talk about with their kids, their grandkids, and being able to do it here at your home school. I think it's kind of a cool accommodation OHSSA has made, moving the sectionals to the home seeds and letting your kids cut down the net in their own gym for maybe the last time. And, a lot of these guys, they're going to have this with a medal and, the net, and it's going to be something that they're going to look back on that's going to be an accomplishment they're going to be proud of. And kudos to both teams coming in tonight, Nelsonville, like they said, it was, hey, we're glad to be here. And I think Fairland, kind of took it personal that, they were coming in as a team that nobody really expects Fairland to make it past the sectionals. And now it's time to go in and shock some people and win that.
The last 2 games, I really feel like Fairland has really stepped it up a notch.
And it's crazy.
It's played better.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're talking about Fairland and people thinking, oh, man, this is the year to get them. I'm never going to count out Coach Speed, and I know that he's going to have the boys ready whenever they get a matchup with, Portsmouth or South Point, and excited to see what happens. Fairland basketball expects to win regionals and expects to be, somebody that's putting a logo on the state court. and hopefully we can see that happen this year for either the boys or the girls.
That'd be nice. So, folks at home, girls play 6 o'clock Zanesville Tuesday, and the boys are supposed to play at Jackson at the same time Tuesday, but will probably be moved to Wednesday. According to Coach Gorby, we'll find out. Ricky, got anything else? If not, I think we're gonna get off here and get this stuff cleaned up and head to the barn.
No, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming. Hey, this is Dave Carroll for Ricky Schiffco, Doug Morris, and Jerry Bell. We wish you guys a good night and hope to see you soon.